I'll talk for a couple of minutes, and I'm going to walk through some slides. Some of the slides have little bits of video, but Natalie is going to show more of the video clips. So this is just a selection of how we envision participating with the Beuys footage, and we decided to use this one clip and explore it in various ways that we could imagine it being used within the museum setting, as well as open for participation online. One idea was interacting with visitors in the museum and recording them looking at Beuys, looking at that clip. And then Natalie's going to show this video clip, because the other extension of this is interacting with the visitors more, but first just asking them to look, and so that we would take photos and video. And so the idea is that the clip could exist online, and people could upload recordings that they've taken of themselves looking at Beuys. And the idea is that we would allow them to approach this in a creative way as possible. Maybe there would be other clips that they could use to remix, rework Beuys, reimagine Beuys. So this just shows part of the process in the museum as we interacted with visitors today, because we found kind of an intimate space that we thought was interesting. It kind of created an intimacy. Another idea then is taking, well, we used a projection, but it could be a photo, and integrating Beuys actually on top of, like, so embodying Beuys. The idea online might be that people would take pictures of themselves or record themselves and download the video and remix it, layering and collaging on top of each other. Here's another example. I do know that there are small miniature projectors that are very inexpensive, battery operated, and we thought that that would be an interesting thing to provide to museum visitors, also for art education purposes. And we imagine, you know, dumb things people would do. Then we started looking at examples of within the space and the architecture, interrupting the current exhibit. What would it be like if you're walking in the exhibit and then you come around a corner and you see a small video projection? What about these spaces where that could be used? And so just recording these projections in the space, interacting with visitors about the projections, engaging with them, which Natalie will show in a minute. And then thinking about, we didn't go outside, we only had a small cord, but imagining the outside. The visitors that we interacted with said they didn't have any knowledge of Beuys. They were interested in the outside of the building and were curious to know what the inside was like. So that's where the title, kind of Inside, Outside Beuys. And Natalie is going to continue and actually show a video clip.
He doesn't smile.
Yeah, he looks so serious.
Yeah, but that's almost at the very beginning. He's really
yeah. It looks like he doesn't have a happy life.
Yeah, we should ask him. Unfortunately, he's not alive anymore. So. But doesn't he respond to you somehow? Doesn't he answer you?
And that's what I said, he doesn't look happy.
Yeah, they so quickly have this association.
Yeah.
Yeah. you like feel that he's unhappy?
He's so serious.
His eyes, yeah.
Or smiling.
Yeah. The mouth also, yeah. Yeah.
I almost feel sorry with him.
After just seeing this video, it's without words, it's non-verbal. Will it change? How do you think you will look at his work? Will it change anything? Or
Not for me personally.
just if you imagine that you wouldn't have seen it, it would be different or like the same?
No, not different.
Not different.
But I wouldn't have met you, so.
Right. The experience might be different. Maybe you don't necessarily think of him or the artwork different, but your experience of the museum might be.
Yeah, but that's because we have met you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The interaction.
Yeah.
Right.
He is a mysterious. Yeah. So you came here with the interest about the building, about
Yes.
the architecture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We wanted to see if it was, if the architecture was inside as interesting as the outside.
Yeah.
It is very modern. Though it's a very old building, but with very modern outlook.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's different outside
Yeah.
and inside. And now you make a totally different experience. You could have imagined, yeah.
Maybe for you also.
For us, definitely. Yeah. Because we are thinking about the material of Beuys. It's very restricted. You can make it open for everybody. So we try to find ways how his work could be accessible.
Because there are a lot of restrictions about the video material, especially.
Yeah.
Right now, the videos are not allowed to be shown in exhibitions.
Yeah.
They only see the objects.
And I think it would make him serious to know.
What's the reason?
Yeah, it's an emblematic situation with the status and the heritage.
Okay, thank you.
But we're going off.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, so here.
Please grab the mic.
Yeah, it was very interesting to start with video material without any voice. So this, I was surprised about this interaction as an example to take further, to take outside.
Maybe we can open the discussion right now, because this is just like, a little split of what we've done so far, and about the discussion we had like for the